Hello everybody, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be watching episode 6 of Dark. I swear to golly gosh that if we don't get the answer to who Charlotte's mother is in this episode, I am going to cry. No. Before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm cursed. Sorry. Early access on Patreon, link below. I'm a week ahead. Technically, currently, I'm going to be very far ahead. I'm recording this now because I want to give myself a week off next week. Because, as I said, I normally do one recording, one edit per week. If I do this now, I can have a week off next week for my birthday. Obviously, I still post episode 5 on the Friday. But I have a week off work as well, so I want to be a little bit productive. But no, let's get into it. Episode 6. Marshmallows again. Are we going to see where Jonas turned up? Because in the last bit, obviously, Adam explained to Jonas about the new time travel thing that wasn't strict to the 33 years. So somebody pointed out that when I mentioned that the time frames don't add up, as in like 1921, it should be 1920. It's because the years have moved, because even though things in time are changing, they're going to different timelines, the same timeline is in effect, so that the time is progressing at the same rate per year. When 2019 becomes 2020 because it's gone from November to March or whenever the apocalypse is, that's because also in, say, 1986, it's now become 87 because it's gone from November to March. Same with 1921, it was 1920, which is what I pointed out and said it should be 1920. But because we got to 1921 after the new year, it was 1921. I also need to be a bit more stricter with the edit because, as I said, episode 5, I rushed a little bit in the edit. And out of these entire episodes so far, from the beginning of season 1, only one time I got copyrighted. That's because I didn't mute a bit of copyright music accidentally and I missed it in the edit. Episode 5 got copyrighted. As I said, I don't mind if things do get copyrighted because I'm not monetized. I just don't want it to get blocked, because when it's blocked, people can't watch it and then I have to re-edit it.
Wo haben die Dinge begonnen? In der Vergangenheit? In der Zukunft? Werden wir überhaupt jemals in der Lage sein zu wissen?
Are we going to find out who Alexander is in this season, or do we have to wait to season 3? Because I keep forgetting that Alexander is Boris. Did he make it back? I just realised there's copyright music. It's literally straight away. I even said in the last episode that I feel like there's always copyright music at the end of the episode when it's building up to something big. This is literally the beginning of the episode and there's already copyright music. I do apologise. Also, just want to point out, you're a weirdo. If you open your cereal like this, you're an absolute psychopath. Why the entire top of the bag of cereal is open? Your cereal's gonna go stale and horrible. Why don't you just open the corner that you're gonna pour it out of? I get it if it's like Weetabix or something, you know, like rectangular.
Guten Morgen.
Have we had dialogue? He's got his feet out. Sorry. Have we ever actually had dialogue of Michael? I don't remember him actually talking. The marshmallows are leaving the desk. Oh, look who it is. Look what the cat dragged back in. Remember when you said that you was going to be nice to Hannah and give her the benefit of the doubt? Well, what's with the attitude, Aaron? Shut your mouth. Hag. Catherine and Ulrich. There's a horse walking down my road. There's the clip-clop of horse feet walking down on concrete then.
Bist du sicher, dass du nicht mitkommen willst?
He's literally not having a good time at the minute.
Glaubst du nicht, es wäre gut, wenn du mal rauskommst?
Is she literally saying, go out so she can have hanky-panky time with Ulrich? Has he become a recluse? I can't remember what the correct word is, but it's where you... Agoraphobia. Is it agoraphobia? Where you're scared to go out of your house? Is he become agoraphobic? If we're getting like a episode of, June 20th, 2019, if we're going to go back to the past, which means we're not going to get Charlotte's mother reveal this episode by the look of it, and if we aren't, I'm going to actually cry. Yeah, but did he actually commit out of blurred that? Or did something push him to make that choice?
Es tut mir leid, ich kann nicht.
No means no.
Könnt ihr nicht einmal anklopfen?
Dengefieber?
I don't know what that is.
ja.
It's almost poetic as well that he is ill on the day that his future self unalives himself. It's
Die röteln.
Rubella? What's that? German measles. It said something about if somebody unvaccinated who is pregnant catches it, it could result in a miscarriage of the pregnant person. What if that has something to do with Enos's baby? Tell me how that face doesn't look like a young version of the old Ulrich. Like, tell me that the old Ulrich isn't this person. I know it isn't. That literally just looks like a young version of the old person. Why has he got two phones? That's a bit sus. Unless it's a work phone and a personal phone. Wait, murder in Marburg, unsolved 33... Marburg? I can't remember what the passport said for Boris. 33 years later, was he running from... 33 years later would put him at 1986, 7... Oh, 6, 7... I'm never doing that again. That's when he came to Winden. Did he unalive 2 people in Marburg in 1986? And then that's why he changed his name, stole somebody else's identity. He married the first person that he saw, quite literally. Oh, wait, no. No, wait, I read that wrong. There was a murder. It wasn't 2 people, but there's 2 fugitives. So he's one of them. So I'm guessing Boris on record is missing, but then he must have had some kind of buddy, partner in crime, quite literally. It's so weird as well, going from seeing Regina. When I saw it, obviously, in the last episode, I literally sat there I paused it. You didn't see it, but I cut the pause. I even said that I was just sat staring at her, and I must have stared at her for like 10 minutes. This Regina isn't the Regina that we've got anymore. We've got the sick, frail 2020 Regina, who's obviously not going to make it much longer. Oh yeah, I forgot about Waller's sister.
Ich war im Pflegeheim.
The nursing home. More like somebody was nursing their lips around your...
Soll das jetzt immer so weitergehen?
I still don't know the full story, so I'm not going to go into it again. Franziska mentioned something about hormone stuff, and obviously Peter as well. I don't know.
Als ob du da drin tot...
If she thinks that he's cheating on her, then she's not going to give him anything. But then if he cheated on her to begin with, because she wasn't emotionally available in the first place, then it's just a cycle of, well, she's not going to give him attention because she knows that he's cheating on her, but then he's not going to give her attention because she's not emotionally available. Break up. I just say break up. Why isn't he swimming? Why is everybody swimming but him? This still feels gross knowing now that these are related, but obviously they don't know. Look at the way he's looking at her. Is that a coin? Is that one of the coins that they've all been sending through time with the string when I said, why did middle-aged Jonas leave a grey-stringed necklace thing on her pillow? Noah and Helge have been sending red-stringed necklaces with with Mads and everyone. I just realised as well we've not seen Helge for a while. Wait, we still haven't found out how Helge managed to wake up from the bunker alive. Who's Saint Christopher? I'm not religious. Patron saint. Oh! That's a bit poetic.
Hey, Jonas.
Oh no. That was it. He's in 2019. He's in the old present day. When I say present day and then old present day, this is old present day as in 2019, but before everything happened. They're going to start getting confused because there's 2 Jonases. Tell me how they're not going to see that around his neck. His hair's longer. Are they not going to... Don't do it. Yes. Thank you. Saved by Magnus.
Bis später.
I'm going to have a marshmallow. No, he's going to go over it. He's going to go and see her. Time travel gives you the opportunity to do things that you couldn't do in that time. But you can't. You need to have self-control. It's your aunt, for God's sake. Couldn't he come clean to her now and just tell her everything and then show her and then bring her back? It's hard to figure out how the timelines changed because obviously we know that Ulrich tried to change it with Helge and nothing continued. Everything stayed the same even though he'd unalived Helge and then he suddenly woke up again. No! It's wrong. She's your aunt! Disgusting! I don't want to watch this anymore. It's still happening. What's to say that if he's just done that and he's happily kissed his own aunt, to say that these 2 don't end up growing old together and having kids or something?
Ich muss pinkeln. Du, mach doch einfach schnell einen Baum.
It just made me laugh with him saying go to the tree. My granddad, who obviously I mentioned, passed away. As a kid, my parents weren't well off. They was very poor. but my grandparents was middle class to a degree. Via our grandparents, we got treated to a holiday. So if you're from England and know the place, the Lake District, it's a very mountainy kind of countryside area. My grandparents owned a timeshare. Every single year as a kid we'd go to the Lake District and would always go to a place called Windermere. The last few years it was Bowness on Windermere. There's a specific tree as you're driving down, I don't know what the road's called, but there's a road. Remember, as a kid, I really needed the toilet at number 1, and I couldn't wait the 5 minutes it would have taken us to get back to the place that we were staying at. So my nonna, I think it was my nonna that was driving at the time, pulled over and says, go pee behind that tree. And every single year we'd drive past that same tree and it's like, oh, the pee tree. And it's still there to this day, 25 years ago. Why is he looking? Just go to the toilet. You nosy bugger. He's going to be stood at the top of the stairs. Yep. What's he doing? That's a bit... I know it's himself, literally, but... If he's just going to start... Oh, God. This is... Oh, wait, what? Then he must remember where to stand, where not to be seen. That must be so awkward. Like, oh, hello! I've just listened to you go to the bathroom.
Ich möchte, dass du etwas für mich herausfindest.
So Waller's been in his back pocket for quite a while.
Vertraulich.
I forgot to mention there's copyright music again because obviously it's a party, so I'll try and do what I can with the edit. I just realised as well, obviously he kissed her, but he doesn't know that because it wasn't him. He did actually leave. So there's going to be so much more confusion again here because he admitted his feelings and everything for her, to her, but this young Jonas doesn't have a clue. It is so weird seeing these two friendly to each other. Obviously, she doesn't know what she knows yet, but it's just always weird when there's time travel and you're so fixated on looking at things that change because of the time travel and everything, but you don't look back on what kind of relationship somebody has before something changes. You're trying to look at where changes are made, but you don't look at the connections that people have before the changes and things like that, and it's just weird. Not even halfway through the episode yet, and I've literally got 3 marshmallows left. Oh, she'll be regretting. There's a fly. There's a dead fly. She'll be regretting those words in about 3-4 months' time. Oh, I'm not mentally prepared for it. He's gonna have this is the day that he does it, doesn't he? So he's gonna speak to him one last time before it happens. You've got outside shoes in your bedroom. That's gross. In my house, I have a very strict rule that shoes come off at the door. This is so sad. It's so nice, but so sad that he's actually getting this goodbye that he doesn't know yet. This is what time travel should be used for. And especially with Claudia and Egon, if she manages to go back and say the old version of her, can say goodbye to Egon before he passes away. But this is what time travel, if time travel was a real thing in our real life, the only reason I think it should be used and acceptable.
Was weißt du?
Maybe he forgot. Oh no, I can't. Because he did that thing with Mikkel. Yeah. Maybe all the medication that Ines gave him brain damage to the point where he lost memory and stuff.
Sein richtiger Name Mikkel Nielsen ist.
Bit of a rant here. Why is it always the mother that has to look after the child when they're ill? Ulrich didn't even ask if he wanted to let her, Katharina, carry on with the party while he went and sorted Michael out with Mikkel. Because thinking about it, my dad never did as a child either. It was always, anytime I was ill, it was my mum. She would always be the one to look after me, take care of, put me to bed, get me some soup or whatever. Why is it always default that the mum is the one that has to stop doing whatever they're doing to then go and take care of the child? There could be a lot of families out there where it's reversed, where it's the father that drops everything first and the mother carries on doing whatever they're doing. But it would have been nice if Ulrich at least said to Katharina then, would you like me to go and get him to bed and everything?
Was nicht zu tun.
Maybe he's not even decided yet.
Merken müssen, dass was ist.
Ich weiß es. Verdammte Scheiße. Ich weiß, dass du dich am Atelier hängen wirst.
He might. This is what I said. I friggin' said this in the last few episodes, that you can't, when you know something, you can't go through time knowing something about something, because then it will happen. If you go through time not knowing something, you've taken the option away to make the choice in a sense, because I mentioned this with the whole ABC thing, to get to C from A, by not knowing your choices, you go through B, and you kind of you work it out, you find out which way you need to go. But when you know that you've got to end up at C, you avoid B, so everything that happens in B is disregarded. Same now, he's telling his dad that he's gonna hang himself and he's gonna write a letter, like a note. He doesn't have a clue because maybe he wasn't even thinking about that. It's a fixed point now, it's not just a side quest through going to B, like via B to C. What if he had never got the intention to do what he's going to do, but by him coming back, it forces him to? Is this like Final Destination, where if you cheat death, there'll be another way? So if now Jonas, by coming back and telling Michael not to do it, he stops him from doing it, but then for the laws of the universe to continue how it is, he now is living when he shouldn't have been. So maybe the universe is going to then find a way to correct it. Butterfly effect, basically.
Versprich mir, dass du es nicht tust.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Drüber nachgedacht, was du am See gesagt hast.
What did I say at the lake?
Über Omas? Wie hast du da die Passage gefunden?
Jemand hat sie mir gezeigt. Ich habe sie nicht gefunden.
Oh, and then this is how he ended up back at the cave. Because I always said from the beginning, I can't remember why Mikkel ended back up in the cave, because we didn't see that, did we? Jonas has literally come from Adam saying that the only way to change everything is to stop Michael doing what he does. But then something must have happened, like, now, because Jonas is about to do what Michael said that he's done. He's guiding Mikkel back to the cave to then make it happen that he becomes Michael. Does Claudia come back? Do we see an old version of Claudia?
Alles irgendwann verblasst.
Because it's so intertwined, it's the knot all over again. Jonas is the one that comes back. Michael only unalives himself because Jonas is the one that guides him to the cave as a kid to go back in time to then for it all to happen. But then if Jonas changes everything to the point where Michael keeps himself alive, there was no Jonas to come back to then guide Mikkel back in time. It's a paradox because then there's going to be something missing from the story to stop it from being able to be changing. So it can't happen.
Für jeden von uns.
Wait, but then... I called it! I said it! Did I not say, does Claudia come back and try and change it?
Lange auf diesen Moment gewartet, dass wir uns wiedersehen.
Gehörst du zu Adam?
No.
Draußen gibt es zwei Seiten.
She's the other side of
Er ist
Adam.
der Schatten. Ich folge nicht ihm, sondern der Seite des dich angelogen. Er hat dich exakt hierhin geführt, um genau alles wieder so auszulösen, wie es immer passiert ist.
Nein, das kann nicht
I
sein.
always thought it would be a bit weird for Adam to send him back, because then by Adam sending Jonas back to stop it from happening, it destroys himself as well, because he is Jonas, so why would he do it to destroy himself? I can't trust anybody, and I just can't get my head around the fact of, like, is this person a good person, or what are their motives, what's their end goal?
Nur du allein kannst all dem ein Ende setzen. Wir sind in einem Krieg. Und du musst ihn gegen dich selber führen. Gegen Adam.
Aber wenn es mich nicht gibt, wenn ich nicht geboren werde,
Yeah, then Adam doesn't
dann
exist.
kann es Adam auch nicht geben.
Exactly. When I was talking about things changing with Michael earlier, and how the universe will try and correct itself, if this is how the universe is in play because of what Adam is doing to change things and move things around here and there, is she basically just trying to say that if it wasn't Adam, if Adam didn't exist, it would be somebody else? There will always be somebody like Adam that will do what Adam is doing.
Es geht nicht nur dich und Mikkel.
What does this mean?
Wir alle müssen Opfer bringen.
But why?
Es ist in Ordnung.
It's not okay because she's not giving you a reason. Oh crap. It's 7:20. I've got to post well, I don't have to, but we've got 11 minutes left and it's 7:23 and I'm supposed to be posting the Event Horizon video at bang on 8 o'clock, and I have to manually make it go live because I've unlisted everything. Remember, we've got to be nice about Hannah. So let's just not say anything, because that's what my mum always told me as a kid. If you've got nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut.
Ist das jetzt die Apokalypse?
Give it about 3 months. Wait, this is very reminiscent on Life is Strange. If you've ever played the first game, Life is Strange, if you haven't, I'm going to spoil it, so I'll put my hand up when I've stopped talking about Life is Strange if you want to avoid spoilers. When Max keeps changing, like rewinding time and stuff, they always say there's a massive storm when time has changed so much that there's just a huge storm. Maybe this is the same kind of context, that time here keeps changing, so there's a storm. It's literally his wedding anniversary party, and you're trying to get licky with his lip. Oh god, I just no. Exactly. Your wife's at home, quite literally looking after your ill child, your sick child, and you're getting kissy with somebody else. Maybe, like I said earlier, if Ulrich had actually offered to take care of Mikkel, these two won't be like locking lips at the minute because he'd be the one looking after Mikkel and not her. This is Waller's sister's place. I'm using pronouns as sister because that's what we heard Franziska say, so again, if I'm wrong about their pronouns, I do apologise. I'm just going by what I've heard from Franziska. It's not Waller, it's Peter. Is this the night when... saw at the end of season 1, I think it was, we saw middle-aged Jonas put that device with the stuff. We didn't see anything from it. Are these two gonna actually do it? Is she gonna get pregnant? And how would that happen? Not literally, I don't want to know the how, because we all know, well, we don't know the birds. Most of us know the birds and the bees, but are these two, are they gonna actually have a child? That makes sense with the dreams, because I keep saying, like, oh, they're wanting it, they're dreaming about each other, they're literally having dreams about doing it together, but I just thought they was fantasy dreams of desire, but if it's like a memory, if these two are literally about to do what we think they're about to do, Martha ends up having an child. Probably had to bleep that, but I don't know how this can go anymore. It's broken me. This show has broken me in weirdly a good way, but and we still don't know who Charlotte's mother is. I'm so annoyed. We've got 4 minutes left, which means about 2 after credits.
Erleben. Versuchen zu vergessen. Bis es nicht mehr geht.
Who's this?
Es ihm sagen können und können, was seine Aufgabe in all dem ist.
Who's that? Why is he waiting for the last cycle?
Wir alle müssen Opfer bringen, Magnus.
Is that Martha? Or Franziska? She's got fair hair. Is that like a tinge of ginger? Is that Franziska? What? Still don't know who friggin' Charlotte's mother is. Magnus makes it to 2050 somewhat. There's too many questions again, and I just feel broken. This is going to go down in history as one of my all-time favourite shows that I have ever watched, and I still haven't got to the end of season 2 or even 3 yet. Technically, I'll be a year older when you watch this because it would be posted after my birthday. For my birthday present, make sure you hit that subscribe button there. I know technically it's late because my birthday would have gone now. Patreon early access link below. Hello. So I'm making this very quick. Ignore the face and everything. I have really bad hay fever. I'm recording this well after I've recorded, obviously, this reaction. My birthday, guys. It's the 23rd of June. So obviously I've just mentioned early access for Patreon in the link below. I have mentioned in the past before that I was going to do like a little extra tier. That should be in effect by now because by the time this reaction is up, I will have already posted the first episode, but I still need to edit it personally. But yesterday, I went and sat and recorded for a bit and did like a book recap of everything I read each month, and the plan is obviously once per month. The very last Friday of the month, I'll be posting on Patreon 8 PM exclusive Patreon content, exclusive Patreon content, basically just a read and recap of what I've read. Eventually I will catch up, but obviously I've got January to June to post. Technically, it's not 6 months, it's 5 because I didn't read anything in May. Soon I've got a list scheduled of shows and stuff that I would like to react to that I need you guys to vote on. I do plan on obviously making more extra stuff, but I just don't know what yet. Bye. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've got 2 more and then it's the final. Well, we've got 1 more and then it's the final. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed me descent into... Can we just call this show Dante instead of Dark? Because I just feel like every single episode is another jump into the inferno of his madness. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye. Bye, bye, bye.